Hey guys, so to start off this soft glowy look, the first thing I'm going to do is prime my eyes with Urban Decay's Primer Potion. For my eyes, I'm going to be using Anastasia Beverly Hills' Modern Renaissance palette. And the first shade I'm going in with is Raw Sienna. I'm just going into like my crease area, and this is just going to be a transition shade. The next shade I'm going in with is called Realger. I think that's how you say it. But it's going into my crease. So this is more of kind of like a soft cut crease look. So that I'm putting in my outer corner right now, and I'm just going to blend it into my crease. Now that that's all blended out, I'm going to take red ochre and I'm going to put that right over top of where I put the Realger, and I'm just going to blend that out into my crease too. So we have this orangish reddish, really soft, like really flattering color in our crease. Make sure you spend a lot of time blending. I don't show nearly as much as I blend, but you want to make sure you blend those two colors together and you blend it out. I also went back in, which is what I'm doing right now, just with some additional of both of the colors and just blending that more into the inner parts of my crease because I want it to go all the way around since it is more of a soft cut crease look. Next, I'm taking NYX's Jumbo Eye Pencil and I just put it on a little pencil brush, and I'm carving out where I want to put the lighter shade for my crease. So for this look, I didn't do much. I kept it pretty simple and a little bit short because I have shorter eyes. So I'm just putting that over where I'm going to put the eyeshadow at, and that's just going to make it appear a lot brighter than on my brown skin. And it's going to make it easier for me when I'm patting the color on. And I'm going in with Tempera. I'm taking an angled eyeliner brush with the Realger color, and I'm just going around where I put the Tempera, and this is going to help me when I'm blending it in a little bit. So since it's a soft crease, I want to have that color there to blend in, and don't mind my weird faces. I was on the phone with a friend while I was recording this. Once you're done outlining, just go back in and keep on blending all the way until you get your desired look, which for me it's pretty soft. Lastly, for our eyes, we're just going to line them, and I'm using a gel black liner. This one's by Benefit, and it's in the form of a pencil, but it is a gel, and I've been loving it. I struggle with liners so much sometimes that it really helps me with the little guided edge. And this liner that I'm doing is pretty much just a normal wing, nothing too drastic. Next up for face, I'm using e.l.f.'s Under Eye Hydrating Primer, and I do feel like it hydrates underneath my eyes, but it doesn't really help that much with creasing any more than any other type of eye primer, so it's a give and take. It wasn't too expensive, so I'm rocking with it. But next on my face, I'm using e.l.f.'s other primer, and it's a dupe for the Photo Finish Primer by Smashbox, and I'll list it in the description box below because I can't recall the exact one that I used. For foundation, I'm using Nars, but the key to perfect foundation for me this summer has been these CoverFX custom coverage drops. These were sent to me by a company called Girl Seek Sample. They do samples for about $2 a month, and they send you one every month. And these custom coverage drops have been ideal for me because they're my exact summer skin tone, and a lot of my foundations are my winter skin tone, so it helps provide a lot more coverage, and it evens out my skin tone, so it's been a win for me, so I don't have to invest in more foundation. I'm using a beauty blender to blend out my foundation all over my face and into my neck. I love using beauty blenders because I feel like it pushes it more into your skin, so it gives you more of a flawless finish. So next I'm going to highlight and contour, and I'm not going to go into too much detail because I do have a highlight and contour foundation routine video on my channel. I'll link it right here. But during this time I am going to give you guys some new tips that I've acquired since I've done that video. I like to use a brush to pat out my concealer first because I feel like when I go right in with a beauty blender, it kind of gets all of the product on the beauty blender, and I like to have it evenly dispersed. So that's my first tip. Rather than freehanding my nose contour like I used to, I like to use the edge of a sponge to draw the lines. I feel like it helps me even them out more and they come out a lot straighter. But the real beauty is in the blending. So I also like to use a small little pencil brush, blending eye brush, to blend out all of that. So this is what everything looks like before I've set anything with powders, but everything's blended out. Next, I'm going to set all my highlighted areas except for my nose with this Laura Mercier translucent powder. And I've recently switched over from banana powder, and I'm not sure if I'm going to go back or not, so I'll update you guys in a little bit. Next, I'm going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit in Tan to Deep, and I'm using that first contour shade, so it's the lightest out of the kit. And that's what I'm using to set everywhere where I put that cream contour. A little trick I like to use to make my nose appear smaller is to take that translucent powder up onto the sides of my nose, and that just gives the illusion that that part is highlighted more, and then next to that contour, my nose looks a bit smaller. For blush, I like to use two different products, so one is by ColourPop and the other is by NYX, and both of the names will be listed in the description box below. Before I go in with my second to last step, which is highlighter, I want to take a fan brush and brush all of that translucent powder away and just blend it all in. Next, I'm highlighting, and there's a few different ones that I like to use, and I just mix them all on the same fan brush and then go in where I like to highlight. So I'll list those three that I use below. After I put my lashes on and use mascara on the top and bottom, I'm going to go in with Realger on a little eyeliner brush, and I just want to put that underneath my lash line just for a little extra pop. For lips, I'm using a few products, but the first thing I'm going to go in with is a ColourPop Matte Lippie, and the exact color will be listed below. For lips, I've been loving the glossy look, so I'm going to go in with Kylie's Literally Gloss, and then I'm also going to go in with a NYX gloss, which is super shimmery, and I'll list that name below. So here's the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this soft glow makeup tutorial. Make sure you check out my other videos on my channel, and be sure to follow me on all your favorite social media apps. See ya!